What is the difference between crepes and Swedish pancakes? We just made the Swedish recipe this morning, and it seems like crepes.
Looking at individual recipes, there is a great deal of overlap between crepes and Swedish pancakes. If, however, you compare hundreds of recipes, some clear differences emerge. There are also differences between the English interpretations of these recipes and those written in French or Swedish. In the chart above, each cohort consists of at least 100 distinct recipe ratios, except for Ruhlmann's, see link 1. Crepes ratio, which is provided for comparison. A taste test of the Swedish recipe pancakes with French recipe crepes revealed the following differences. Batter. The increased liquid content of the Swedish pancakes made the batter much thinner than the crepes batter. Swedish pancakes are made in a pan with a raised lip around the edge. This allows the thin batter to be sloshed around, evenly coating the pan surface without running over the edge. Crepes, on the other hand, are made on a crepe maker, see link 2. The batter must be thick enough that it will not run over the edge. A T-shaped spreader is used to evenly coat the crepe maker surface in a perfect disc shape. Frying. Crepes fried up extremely easily, unsticking themselves from the skillet. I had neither a pancake pan, nor a crepe maker available at the time, making it possible to toss the crepes instead of flipping with a spatula. Swedish pancakes, on the other hand, require a bit of fiddling with a spatula to flip them. Crepes had a slight tendency to curl up at the sides after flipping, so they cooked less evenly than the pancakes, which stayed perfectly flat after flipping. Flip side of a crepe, French recipe. Flip side of a Swedish pancake, Swedish recipe. I also tested Michael Ruhlmann's crepes ratio. These curled up to a much greater extent than French recipe crepes after flipping and were, consequently, quite unevenly browned on one side. Flip side of a Ruhlmann's crepe taste and consistency. Both French recipe crepes and Swedish recipe pancakes hit caramel and butterscotch notes. In short, they both tasted great. The crepe consistency was a little tough together with traditional Swedish accompaniments, whipped cream and strawberry jam. Whereas the Swedish pancakes were light and fluffy. This worked perfectly with the filling. I tested again with lemon juice and sugar, and this time the crepes won through, holding up well to the additional liquid while the Swedish pancakes became a bit soggy. Ruhlmann's crepe recipe didn't perform nearly as well. The caramel flavor was much less pronounced, they had a dry mouthfeel, and they were tougher than French recipe crepes. For anyone who wants to form their own opinion, here are the ratios and ingredients I used in the tests. Swedish pancakes, based on 200 Swedish recipes with distinct ingredient proportions, ingredient weight ratios. 1 to 3. 5 to 1. 0.16, all-purpose flour, milk, medium egg, butter, 79 grams or 150 milliliters, all-purpose flour 278 grams or 278 milliliters, milk 80 grams, 68 milliliters or 2 medium eggs, where each medium egg is 53 grams, 13 grams or 13 milliliters, butter 1/4 of a teaspoon, salt. Crepes, based on 119 French recipes with distinct ingredient proportions, ingredient weight ratios. 1. 1.97, 0.75, 0.17, all-purpose flour, milk, medium egg, butter, 116 grams or 219 milliliters, all-purpose flour 228 grams or 228 milliliters, milk 86 grams, 73 milliliters or 2 medium eggs, where each medium egg is 53 grams, 20 grams or 20 milliliters, unsalted butter 1/4 of a teaspoon, salt. Update. Joe's comment prompted me to chart the ingredient proportions as a baker's percentage, see link 3.